Welcome back to Hardingford Berry Park for the second half here between Hertford Town and Watford's under-23 sides on 90 Minutes Live. Joining us for the first time this evening, very good evening to you, and I hope you enjoy the commentary. Last one we'll be doing for a while, of course. Won't be any football until at least the 2nd of December. Sure, we've all been looking that one up, seeing it's a Wednesday, so probably the next football, hopefully, fingers crossed and everything else crossed, will be the 5th of December. Hertford trailing 1-0 at the break, and can get my excuses in first. Commentary's going to be a bit difficult, I'll tell you about that in a minute, as Sam Fanian comes forward for Hertford, but then promptly gives the ball away on this near side of the field. Jagdev will get it back though. Jagdev to react quickly for Hertford, still with it, looks to find Ben Hurd, but in the end commits the foul, and Watford will have themselves a free kick. Yeah, the excuse is made here is that Watford have got a number of trialists. They had 4 to start the first half. They've now brought on 3 substitutes, and in the absence of a team sheet, I'm afraid all I've got is players' numbers and nothing to describe who they are. So just bear with me with that one. Apologies, but hey, that's covering non-league and under-23 football sometimes. Although older listeners might remember that experiment Lincoln City did a few years ago. Well, many years ago, actually, about 20 years ago, when they decided to dispense with numbers on the backs of shirts and just had them on their shorts. Feel sorry for me because I was covering sport for Chiltern Super Gold Sport in those days. A couple of games against Lincoln City involving local sides in that area. They were fun, I can tell you. As the ball lands inside the centre circle with Chris Goslin, no problem identifying the Hertford team. Paul Symes on the far side. Josh Bryant sorts it out, but has given the ball away. Chip forward on that far side. Watford coming forward in numbers here as the ball's fired into the box, and it's side-footed in to the back of the net on the far post by Sonny Blue Everton to give Watford a 2-goal advantage here. Fired all the way across the box, and it was the number 10 who has looked sharp, it's got to be said, Sonny Blue Everton, who makes it 2-0, and we've had just 2 minutes of the second period here at the park. So Hertford going in a lockdown at the moment, not in the way they would wish to, trailing here by a couple of goals to 0. So Fanian prepares to restart from inside the centre circle. Finds Makuendi for Paul Symes, running through the Hertford lineup. Hasn't changed since half time. Luke Mewett in goal, Josh Bryan at left back, Ben Hurd at right back, Harvey Gardner and Chris Goslin, the centre backs. Centre midfield, Brandy Makuendi and Paul Symes. The wide men on the left, David O'Connor, Jirasov, Jagdev on the right, and Luke Geimer playing just behind Sam Fanian. And the Hertford substitutes, only 3 Hertford substitutes tonight. Ben Wayman, Kit Brown, and Terence Sadie, who's the one that we may not be familiar sounding name or face to Hertford Town or East Herts football fans. He's a former Reading trainee, and I guess there's a bit of a link with Sam Fanian, who came to Hertford through that route. Meanwhile, McEwendy's given the ball away. Watford are going to come forward with a bit of purpose. Barrett's on the overlap here, but he'll go through the centre, and shot, really turned into a pass in the end. All the way through, very easy to Luke Mewett. Temperature dropping, you can see the vapour trails as players exhale. But that was a poor ball out by Harvey Gardner. And Watford will come back here. Fires in the shots, and Mewett's diving away to his left-hand side and collects it fairly comfortably. Fair play to Luke Mewett. He could have nothing at all he could have done with either goal. The big former Huddersfield Town goalkeeper, of course, although he is a local lad, as Ben Hurd picks the ball up on this near side. Ben for Luke Geimer. Geimer for Paul Symes, who brings in Chris Goslin for Josh Bryant over on that far side touchline. Goslin will get it back again. Quite a bit of football, ironically, on almost day but one away from lockdown in our area. St Margaret's Bury, Oddiston, both at home in Essex Senior League action. Where I got a friendly against Holbridge Sports. All of those are been going for about 20 minutes. And Welwyn Garden City, of course, away at Bedworth United in Southern League Division 1 Central. Bedworth have made a really good start to the season, find themselves in the top 5. Citizens down in 10th, but they've got games in the hand on everybody, and certainly haven't got too many points to make up as well. So they get a result tonight to add to their brilliant result on Saturday at Horsham in the FA Trophy. And they'll be in a very good position indeed. They've got FA Trophy first round to look forward to, of course. FA Cup's going ahead, of course, this weekend, and the 9 non-elite football teams are going to be in it. I was reading today they're not going to be allowed to train as Watford come forward here. Mewit's out of his goal, and it's going to be the easiest job of the linesman to put his flag up on the far side and demonstrate he was offside before Kuko puts the ball in the back of the net. So we still stand at 2-0. Yeah, the non-elite sides are under COVID rules, which have been drawn up for elite teams. And in fact, they're not allowed to train after tomorrow. So in effect, they go in lockdown until the matches from tomorrow. But Luke Guymer wished them good luck, of course, on the non-league teams in the first round of the FA Cup. One of them being Malton and Tiptree, who won a very, very close game here against Hertford right at the beginning of the season. Down the line, another one being Bishop Stortford, of course, who won an equally close game against Welwyn Garden City. What might have been for our local teams. It's on the halfway line. Luke Guymer picks the ball up for Hertford. Guymer back into his own half for Paul Symes. Lets it go to Josh Bryant. And it's put all the way back to the goalkeeper, Luke Mewit. Forward comes Harvey Gardner going across the halfway line. Harvey's robbed of the ball though. Watford might come back with interest, but David O'Connor did well to get himself between man and ball. But Watford will come forward here. O'Connor still terrier-like chasing his man down, but visitors turn it back in their own half and back all the way to the goalkeeper Alfie Marriott. Watford then on this near side of the field, a mixture of new players, trialists and established under-23 players like Sonny Blue Everton, who just pushed that one back inside his own half, and the goalkeeper Alfie Marriott, who obviously will be happy with the fact that Graham Stack's over there giving him advice. Former Arsenal keeper, of course, Barnet keeper, covered the season that they won the conference as it was then with Graham Stack in goal a few years back now. As ball put all the way back to Marriott inside that area all the way to our right. Right-footed downfield onto the chest of Harvey Gardner. Back heel for Ben Hurd. Ben bringing the ball forward, finds Jagdev on this side. Movement, shouts Harvey Gardner. Harvey gets it back down the line for Guymer. Guymer does well, turns round 1, turns round 2, brings in Jagdev. Jagdev, he's got O'Connor screaming for it on the far side again. Makuendi brings in Fanian, but he's given it away. And Goslin's going to have to be quick and his, and does well, and gets fouled by Kuka for his troubles. And so Hertford will have a free kick. One criticism of Hertford tonight, they just haven't used that left-hand side as much as you'd like. Well, Bonner's had plenty of space, but hasn't got much of the ball. Here's Ben Hurd down the opposite flank. Ben has got Jagdev there. There's nothing in the box apart from Fanian, though. Jagdev again, right-hand side. Jagdev calling inside to the edge of the box. Fanian's turned, finding the shot. Good save by Marriott. Best we've seen from Hertford tonight. Good save from Alfie Marriott, the near post. Sam Fanian's shown some good trickery. Get the shot away. Plenty of power in it. He couldn't beat the goalkeeper. Mewitt's way out of his area here, but does the sweeping up job at the expense of someone going over the fence on the far side to collect the ball in the gloom. Rather them than me, I think. Throw in midway inside the Hertford half. Watford's under-23s lead here 2-0 on 90 Minutes Live at East Herts Radio and Universal Signs. And once again, the flag goes up. Cougar goal offside. Just been signed by Watford's under-23s. So Graham Stack told me before the match was due to start. 90 Minutes Live, of course, is the sister production of 90 Minutes, our Monday night local sports show, which will be continuing through lockdown. So I hope you'll be able to join us on a Monday evening from 7 o'clock here where you're listening to this, or on the main website of East Herts Radio. It'd be really good to have your company, and we'll hope to provide you with plenty of sporting chat. Myself and co-host and good mate Simon Alamandy. And this week's guest on the show that's still available, Ethan Gannon, and his dad Andy. Ethan, who became Ware's youngest ever player when he went in goal for a League Cup tie at Histon last season. Some really interesting stuff from Ethan about goalkeeping, and from Andy as well. So well worth a listen is that one. And next week we'll have Josh Bryant on the show as Watford get the ball with Kukar on that far side. Got opportunities, they've got players in the box. Sunny Blue Everton's in there, but in the end it's fired over the top, and job for someone else to collect the ball on that far side. So yeah, Monday night 7 o'clock, Josh Bryant will be the guest. Be interesting to talk to Josh about life at Hertford, first season of course for the young fullback. Might be talking to him about his auntie in Norfolk as well, as I know she listens to whenever we're doing 90 Minutes Live coverage of Hertford. So evening, Garen, if you're listening to us. Don't miss Josh on Monday night. And lined up in the weeks to come, hopefully whoever run around the managers will have Ben Hurd on, most definitely. Paul Halsey for Ware and Nicky Ironton from Welling Garden City. All very good value to talk to. Here's Jagdev going inside the area. Jagdev's inside the area. Jagdev gets bundled down, and the referee says nothing. Ball goes away for a corner. Well, that's happened to him a couple of times this season, and referees have pulled into the spot. Happened this time last week. Not too far away from that spot either. Which allowed Sam Fanny to score against Chalfont St Peter. Referee this time, though, didn't want to know. Hertford, though, got a corner. Corner to be taken and headed out fairly easily by Kuka on the edge of his 6-yard box. Jagdev had some defending to do. He hasn't done it, but a Hertford substitute has overrun it, and Josh Bryant did a good job of covering. Jagdev back in possession for Hertford. Had their best opportunities since that second goal went in, just at the beginning of this second half. At about 13 minutes gone, second half. Hertford 0, Watford's under-23s 2 in the pre-lockdown friendly, I think we're calling it. Normally people wouldn't come out to see a friendly, would they? But under these circumstances, it's a case of taking advantage of this, because it's the last live football we're going to get in a month. So ball on that far side, long ball forward, but challenged by Gosling. Gosling's missed out. Harvey Gardner goes in though and covers his central defensive partner well, and in the end it's Watford who get the throw in. In fact, no, the referee's changed the decision, and so's the assistant on the far side. It's going to be a Hertford throw. So no live football sadly, as if you missed it, everybody knew it was going to happen, but the FA made the official announcement this afternoon that steps 3 to 6 and below, of course, would have to cease for a month. So on this near side, Watford are coming forward. Still coming forward. Ben Hurd is the defender. It's turned to Sunny Blue Everton, who rather beat himself, put it on his right peg and then onto his left peg, and it finally goes away and out for a throw-in. Watford have snaffled it back, though, this near side. But here's Luke Geimer for Hertford, picking up a bit of pace. Geimer still going. Good run from Luke Geimer. He's still not out of his own half, though. Paul Symes, far side, brings in Josh Bryant. Bryant on the halfway line for Bonner. Bonner back for Bryant for Makuendi. Makuendi from left to right, but going backwards for Harvey Gardner. Gardner finds Ben Hurd hugging the touchline on this near side. Big Watford connection there, of course. on this halfway line is Sam Fanian. Sam back into the area with Harvey Gardner. As Ben don't live too far away from Watford, of course. Berkhamsted is home these days. As Chris Gosling brings in Harvey Gardner. Harvey picks out Sam Fanian, who's come wide on this right-hand side to pick the ball up. Fanian down the line for Ben Hurd. Ben delays out a little bit, then brings in Sam Fanian. Ben gets it back. Goes backwards again. Sam Fanian again. Patient build-up by Hertford. Guymer played it to the right. Ogbonna went to the left. And in the end, it gave Perkins a fairly easy job to sweep up for Watford. Here is Teddy Perkins again. Perkins being forced to go backwards, though, to the goalkeeper Marriott, who's been closed down by Fanian. Had to do that quickly and did it well. It's Sonny Blue Everton with a bit of space to move into for Watford. Plays out on this left-hand side for one of their trialists. Trialist number 3. Having the run against Ben Hurd. Fires the ball across, poured away well by Mewett. And in the end, it goes away on that far side. Watford will keep it in, though, but that's a lax one on the edge of the area, and the ball will go straight through for a goal kick, which Mewett will take. Mewett looking for Jagdev on this near side. I don't think Jagdev quite wanted it. Meanwhile, there's a Hertford player who's down, who's Luke Guymer, but Guymer does get back up to his feet. Substitution about to be made. Guymer's going to come off anyway. So Luke Guymer is going to be replaced on that far side. I think it's Kit Brown who's about to come on for Hertford. Ben Wayman and Terence Sadie are the other 2 substitutes. There's Kit that comes on. Kit's out at school night, of course. He's a primary school teacher doing a great job since he qualified in the summer with his kids in Stevenage. As the ball's put point in the box, Sonny Blue Everton 3-0 to Watford's under-23s. Well, fairly easy the way the ball broke through. He scores his second of the game. And the Hertford 3 goals down here. Ben's not happy, as we can hear from that, just as a substitution has been made as well. And Sonny Blue Everton going through. And I tell you what, this is a friendly, but Ben is not going to be happy, and he's going to give them a bit of a roasting, I think, after this one. For some of the defending, defending in this half not been good with the 2 goals that have gone in. They've certainly been made to pay for poor defending. 17 or so minutes of this half gone. Hertford 3 down against Watford's under-23s. As Ben Hurd forward for Paul Symes. Symes for Chris Gosling. Kit Brown, by the way, is just taking up the same position as Luke Guymer. So he'll play in the hole behind Sam Fanian. Is Jagdev on this near side. Jagdev, we go across the halfway line, brings in Makuendi, who almost gave it away, managed to get it back somewhat fortuitously. And here's Josh Bryant on the far side in front of the Watford dugout. Bryant tries to thread it down the line, finds a Watford shirt in his way. And so we'll take the throw in. Throw in for Fanian. Fanian shows good strength again. It's with Paul Symes on the halfway line. Let's go right back into his own half, but manages to win a throw. Ball back to Luke Mewett. Mewett for Harvey Gardner. Gardner for Paul Symes. Symes looks up, but hasn't got too much option, and in the end it almost gave it away. Jagdev got there first, though. And Jagdev again onto the halfway line, looking for Ben Hurd, but all breaks down, but it's going to be a foul as Ben gets a wrap on the right ankle, which makes him wince a little bit. Going to be a free kick to Hertford, almost right at the halfway line in front of our commentary position here in the stand at the park. And it's going to be Josuek Jagdev who is going to take the free kick. Brings in Makuendi for Chris Gosling. Gosling forward on that far side for Bryant. Bryant, those ball to Fanian's not the best, and in the end it's going to be a free kick to Watford. Young Watford side who making their way in the game. Interesting to know, of course, in years to come, how many of these make it into the first team. This ball on this, put all the way back to the goalkeeper, Alfie Marriott. Marriott's chip ball forwards. Jagdev just beaten to it. Watford will get it back deep inside their own territory as a couple of fireworks go off behind the goal away to our left-hand side. A little bit premature, but Thursday's firework night, lockdown day, as Jagdev tries to put it forward to Fanian, but Jagdev was pulled down in the process of doing so. And so it's going to be a free kick to Hertford, inside right position, midway inside the Watford half. Just about halfway through proceedings in the second half here. Watford well in front. Wasn't so at half time, but those two goals kick taken quickly. Ben Hurd puts it across the box, and Barrett clears it fairly easily for Watford. It's Harvey Gardner on the halfway line. Brings in Jagdev. Jagdev low lets the ball run, and Sonny Blue Everton robs him, and the ball pushed through. No linesman's flag, and Kuka's going through here one-on-one. Sells Mewett the dummy, and puts it into the back of the net for number 4. Well, there was a suspicion of offside about it when it broke through. Luke Mewett came out, but the big centre forward only just signed Thiago Kuka for Watford. He missed one of those in the first half, but certainly learned his lesson there. Sold Mewett the dummy and put the ball home to make it 4-0 to the visiting youngsters. With just about 23 minutes of this second half gone. So disappointing for us and our listeners here from East Herts territory, of course. But it's only a friendly, and Hertford very well placed in the league. They'll learn from this. Ben Hurd chips it forward. Look for Fanian. Here's Ben again. Finds Fanian. Fanian back to Ben. It's down by the touchline. Here's the ball pushed cross by Kit Brown, and what a good cross it was, but Bonner couldn't get a touch. If he had got a touch, would have been a certain goal. Just needed the opportunity there, but didn't get it. And so the ball goes out. That's going to be a throw-in on that far side of the field. Can see a bit of action on the Hertford bench. And I've got a feeling that we are about to get a first sighting of Terence Sadie. He's Hertford's latest signing. Former Reading trainee. He's played in the Premiership Under-23 League. So maybe some of these Watford players might be a bit familiar. He's been playing at their level. Barrett fires the ball across, but Gosling's in the way. And Josh Bryant will, try to complete the clearance, but in the end, no, it did go over. And it's going to be a goal kick. Looking for Fanian. He lets it go. Jagdev's in with a chance here, but good tackle coming in from the covering defender. So it just looked like things might open up, but we're about to get the change now. So this will be of interest to Hertford fans. Score's not of interest. They're 4-0 down. But say it is a friendly. But we get a first chance to see Terence Sadie in a Hertford shirt. So he's a 20-year-old in the Premiership Reserve League. He's been playing. And it looks like it's going to be his former Reading junior teammate Sam Fanian, who's going to be the one that goes off, and he's going to be replaced. Not sure that Ben Wayman's going to come on, because I've got a feeling Ben will be playing for the youth team tomorrow night at MK Dons, and obviously a very big night for them. Wish them all the best at Stadium MK. I'm sure Hertford Twitter will be all over it, and we'll be retweeting them on 90 Minutes as well. Well, Watford have added to my woes by bringing on 2 more substitutes. We've got absolutely no idea who they are. So I think probably there's only about 2 players now that are named on the team sheet that are left. So there you go. Always interesting, isn't it? I've done rugby union when I've had 3 players on the pitch with no numbers on their back. So Jagdev's still getting treatment down here. Hope he's going to be okay. It's, obviously, he's been an integral part of Hertford's good start to the season as Josua Jagdev. But Sadie, I think, is about to come on. Or is he? In fact, it may not be. Let's have a look. It is actually, yep. The change has been made. Sam Fanian on to the bench, and Terence Sadie has actually gone straight up front to take over. So one former Reading trainee for another one. Sadie will wear number 17 as Jagdev limps away because he had treatment to that far side touchline. So let's see if he will be able to continue. Mark Sinfield coming out to just have a little bit of a word with him, see how it's going. But it does look like he's going to be able to come back on. So we've had a bit of a break in play here as we wait for Ben Hertford to take the throw in from this near side. Sadie's on, and Jagdev will be back on in just a moment when he's done his boots up on that far side of the field. First touch on this near side for Terence Sadie. Sadie brings in Ben Hurd, who's unceremoniously thumped to the ground, and Tiago Cougar puts a fist in his back. So I don't think Ben liked that very much. I don't think I would have liked that very much, to be honest. As Kit Brown picks up the ball for Hertford. But this ball deep inside the Watford half, threaded forward. But only Chris Goslin at home, that deep inside the Hertford half. So he will find Luke Muir. Ben Hurdy yelling for it over on this near side, but it's with Harvey Gardner. Finds Chris Gosling. Just looks like Jagdev may have got a little bit more central since Sadie's come on. We'll keep our eyes on that one. See how things develop in terms of the formation. It may well be that Jagdev's gone more central and Kit Brown's come over to his right hand side, but got defending to be done here. They've let it go, and that was wasteful from the Watford substitute. But Cougar absolutely screaming for it for his right, but he decided to go for glory, and in the end all he did was over the fence and for the trees behind. As Ben Hurd picks up on this near side. Jagdev's come back over to the right now as Ben turns it inside for Kit Brown. Kit finds Jagdev. Jagdev down the line for Sadie. Sadie, though, is beaten to it by Teddy Perkins. And, Watford have given it away here. It's Jagdev in the area. Jagdev still going. Here's Jagdev. And, nothing comes of it in the end. Couldn't get hold of it, and it broke through to the goalkeeper Alfie Marriott to leap on, thankfully. So chance goes begging. Haven't had many tonight, to be fair. I mean, Sam Fanian shot saved by Marriott, probably closest the home side have come in the match so far, of which we've got about 16, 17 minutes remaining. A little bit of time to be added on, but I don't think the referee will add too much on. Hertford 4-0 down, and it's cold, so Coates doing the job, but I think I could have done with another pair of socks. It's on that far side. Watford will come forward. Harvey Gardner is the defender, but in the end it's Goslin who gets it away. Can't find Jagdev. Breaks on the edge of the area, chip through. Linesman's flag's going to go up, and Mewett saves the ball onto the top of the crossbar. So wouldn't have counted anyway because it didn't go in. So Luke Mewett will take the free kick from the goal away to our left-hand side. Finds Harvey Gardner. Jagdev's in space here on the right, if they can find him. Ben Hurd gets it first. Ben turns back to Harvey Gardner. Harvey is hassled by Cougar, the big number 9, but manages to get it back to Mewett, who threads it out on that far side for Chris Gosling to come forward. Goslin for Josh Bryant. Goslin getting the shout from Jagdev again. Goslin spots him but gives the ball away tamely to the Watford number 12 substitute. It's Cougar in the area, but once again they don't get it right as the linesman's flag goes up on that far side. So sure that's going to feature in training for these Watford boys. They've been called out a couple of times like that. Just haven't got it right when they've been very well placed. Mewitt's kick, long one down this side, looking for Jagdev. Ben Hurd will pick up the scraps. Find a Harvey Gardner. Harvey for Ben once again. Ben forward for Makuendi. Finds Kit Brown. Kit's robbed of the ball though by his fellow number 14, and Mewitt's out on the edge of the area and collects the ball. Finds Chris Goslin for Josh Bryant. Haven't seen much of David O'Connor in the second half. Once again, most of it's come down the right. That's where it's coming again, but Goslin's given the ball away again. Watford in possession, but they've given away this time to Paul Symes. Symes got Jagdev outside of Ben Hurd, who collects it on the halfway line. O'Connor's come to this side. He hasn't been getting much of the ball on the left, so David O'Connor's coming down the right. Brings in Jagdev, right-hand side. O'Connor's there should he need him. Doesn't need him, he goes inside. Plays it for Makuendi. Makuendi will pick out Ben Hurd, who's got O'Connor right outside him, plenty of space, tries to find him, gets it all wrong. Harvey Gardner will pick it up again for Hertford. Gardner brings in David O'Connor. Ben Hurd on this near side. Inside gets the nice little drag back from Kit Brown, but O'Connor's got it now going across the areas. O'Connor for Paul Symes. He can hit them from there, doesn't he? Brings in Sadie, who's gone away to that left-hand side. Terence Sadie trying to get on the right foot. Fires in the shot, but too many defenders in the way. Watford will come backwards. They've got 4 or 5 up here. And Watford going through here with one of their trainees, and that is a brilliant challenge by Chris Gosling. Had to get it absolutely right, or it would have been a penalty and possibly a card. But in the end, Hertford did well, thanks to Chris Gosling, as Watford play it forward. But Thiago Kuka gets his footwork wrong. Mewitt thumps it on that far side for O'Connor. O'Connor's got Barrett climbing all over him, and Watford will concede the free kick. So free kick to half at the far side of the field. About 12 minutes left at the park. Hertford trailing 4-0. Final live action before lockdown Thursday. And so we're saying, just a reminder, that the 90 Minutes Monday show, never fear, will be here on a Monday. We will make 90 minutes with no football action, remains to be seen, but there will be a local sports presence every Monday through lockdown. Look forward to your company then. Be good if you can join us. There's Paul Symes on the far side to Josh Bryant. He'll be joining us this coming Monday for a chat. As he finds Sadie down that line, overruns the ball, and Watford managed to sort it out and get it clear. And on this near side again, it's the substitute 12 who's had plenty of space, pushed it through to Kuka. Well, this time he did do the right thing, but his pass wasn't good enough. And in the end, he didn't get it through. But ball's going to break on this near side of the field. Jagdev's there. And Jagdev in the end does well. Into Hertford Town a throw-in. Makuendi to Ben Hurd. Hurd down to Jagdev. Jagdev for Kit Brown. Jagdev gets it back again. Ben Hurd's got space on the right flank. Kit Brown sprinting up outside him. Here is Kit. Kit fires it across. Decent cross. Marriott's missed it. And in the end, the ball's thumped back across as Jagdev gets it. Edge of the area. That really was a good chance. Goalkeeper completely missed it. But Watford coming forward again. 4 against 3 here. Substitute 12 on the left-hand side. Turns on to the right foot. One of the other substitutes fires it across the box. Nobody there, but then it's going to be fired in, and Mewitt does well and saves it at his near post. So corner to Watford on that far side. The difference has been really that Hertford haven't had that cutting edge when they've gone forward. Watford have, and that's been the real difference between the two teams. Hertford have tried to play their football, tried to play the ball along the carpet, which we know they're capable of doing, but just hasn't had that cutting edge about it. As Watford have taken the corner. And it's on that far side of the field. Still in possession, chips the ball across. Kuka's header, and he wasn't offside. Straight into the arms of Mewitt. So Kit Brown can't collect the throw out. And that goes off for a throw in midway inside the Hertford half. I think I was right in thinking they're not going to risk Ben Wayman, and why should they, with such a big game to come tomorrow night at Stadium NK. And just going back to Graham Stack's comment, if this can't be the first team they look too young, well, there's one who'll be playing the FA Youth Cup tomorrow night. This ball's put across the box, and good save by Mewett with his legs. Substitute was coming in, he had a one-on-one. Luke Mewett stretched out one of those legs and deflected the shot. Good save by the goalkeeper. Kit Brown's given it away to Kuka inside the area. But the number 9's being hustled and harried out of it, but does well. Does Thiago Kuka. Puts it to the edge of the area, but in the end Symes was alert to it. He's not got anybody forward to play it to. Now Kit Brown provides an outlet on this right-hand side. Kit's on the halfway line. Jagdev inside the centre circle. Jagdev comes forward as the ball bobbles, but he does manage to win himself a free kick. So a free kick to be taken. Paul Symes going across and collecting the ball. Just about 5 yards further forward than the Watford's part of the centre circle. Kit Brown's got it now. Right hand side of the box. Looks for Ben Hurd. Ben's under immediate challenge on this near side. Does well to maintain possession. And in the end the challenge comes in, which I think will give Hertford a free kick. Only slight problem with the stand here at Ardingford Park, anybody that's sat in it, is that the glass, which is gives you the view of the corner flag, gets frosted over on nights like this with condensation. It means we do a set of windscreen wipers up there. That'd be most handy. Get the squeegee man out. That could be useful. But Ben Hurd's here. It is indeed a free kick. I can just about see that much through the gloom of the glass. Ben's going to take it, low ball, and met by Chris Goslin, but he couldn't control it. And the ball goes behind harmlessly enough for a goal kick. Chris Goslin did score one at the end, didn't he? Rather popular one here on the day in the local derby. Gave Hertford Town the lead in a game that Hertford fans, I won't say what happened after that, but it was a bright start when Chris Goslin gave them the lead in that particular match. And of course we're missing out, because the local derby was going to be here in a couple of weeks. Won't be. That one's going to be put off to when football resumes, and presumably will be a Tuesday night under lights, which I think will produce a really special atmosphere. So it's something for us all to look forward to. And two very competitive teams as well. We're third in the table, and Hertford doing very well as well. So could be a good match. Certainly one to look forward to that. Corner to Watford is what we've got to look forward to at the moment, to be taken on that far side of the field. Approaching the last 5 minutes of the match. Corner got plenty in the box, loads of movement in the box as well. Corner comes across, here comes Mewett and does well. Gets it at the second attempt. Looks to thump it downfield. Kit Brown's the only one there. Kit can't control it. And in the end it bounces back to the centre of the Watford defence. Chipped down the line, and that's a good looking ball. Defending to be done there by Harvey Gardner. Onto the edge, Kuka provides the 1-2. Ball comes across the area and goes all the way across the area. Only needed a touch, but in the end it didn't get it. Watford still in possession as they bring in Mason Barrett, one of the few constants in this team. That's given us a chance to actually pick a player out by name instead of number. As the ball pushed through, it's Thiago Kuka. Thiago Kuka still going, turns onto the left foot, but Mewett does well to gather it his near post and stop it going out for a corner. Ben Hurd bring the Hertford forward. Come on, the boys in blue. We need a goal here before lockdown. Let's see if we can get one. Jagdev. Sadie finds Ben Hurd. Stabling get going. They want a goal as well. That ball will go out. Hertford will get a corner. So a chance here to give the boys and girls at the stable end something to cheer. There's a corner to be taken on this near side of the field. Harvey Gardner and Chris Goslin coming up from the back. Surprises me Brandy McEwendy doesn't go up for these, because he's certainly a big fella. But it's going to be... in fact, it's going to need some treatment down here meanwhile, as Watford player's gone down with a bit of cramp by the look of it. So ball goes out. So it's going to be a little bit of delay in proceedings here. Gives me a chance, of course, you like what you're hearing here on 90 Minutes Live at East Herts Radio. And we've got our whole radio station out there that's got exciting times coming in the new year. Plenty of new programmes to add to the portfolio, as well as all the live sports and our weekly Monday night show, which I'll give another plug. And exciting news for 90 Minutes Live as well, because when we resume, we have really delighted to have a new sponsor, which means our coverage can continue. So we will give you details of all of that as well, and it's going to be good times. As corner comes across, header goes in by McEwendy. I was saying I'm surprised he didn't come up for corners. Maybe that was the answer, because he put it high and straight over the top of the crossbar. Goal kick to Watford then. Yeah, brand new sponsor for us at 90 Minutes Live, which will allow us to continue and hopefully add also to our coverage. Technically, we're hoping to add to it and getting a couple more voices in, so you don't just have to listen to me all 90 minutes. Don't know if I'd like that, actually. But, and again, YouTube didn't like it, but that's another story. Ball threaded out on this near side of the field. Ben Hurd in very quickly, and wins a throw-in to Hertford. Time running out here at the end of the match. Hertford 4 down against Watford's under-23s. Learning experience for a younger Hertford team. Be really interesting, actually. We'll take Ben out of this and do the average age of these two sides, and I've got a feeling that Hertford will have the younger team out there, as the ball's threaded through on this near side by Sadie, but Kit Brown can't keep it in, because I do know if you take Ben out of this at 21, Kit Brown is the oldest player and outfield player as far as Hertford are concerned. So that gives you just a little idea of quite how young this Hertford side are, and what a dynasty they're building here for East Herts football. Got young lads at Ware as well, Rhys Crowther, Ethan Gannon, Tommy Shepherd, Devontae Sims, really bright. And also Wellington City, of course, you've got young Ryan Dougherty, who's made a real impression in the couple of games that he's played. So that looked like a high boot on Jagdev. McEwendy goes in. So, and also reiterate, of course, Hertford's youth team tomorrow night at Stadium NK. Good luck to the boys there, carrying the flag very proudly of East Herts football into the first round of the FA Youth Cup. So, thrown to Watford, far side of the field, as the final minutes beckon of our football for a month. Well, we hope it's a month. Certainly, fingers crossed, that's all it will be, as Gosling's wrestling with it on the halfway line. Here come Watford, but poor touch forward, and can't keep it in on that far side. So Luke Mewett will go across ankle length. Referee has a little glance at the watch, which would suggest we haven't got too much longer to go. Well, it's confusing. We're a 7 o'clock kickoff, of course, so never expect your football to end before 9 o'clock, do you? But again, there's other sides in action tonight. Hoddesdon, St Margaret's-Bury. We've got a friendly against Holbridge and Wellington City, playing away at Bedworth United in the Southern League. Good luck to all of them, as Paul Symes will pick the ball up, thread it back into the area for Mewett. Referee's another look at the watch. Ben Hurd, chance to come forward. Got Jagdev down the right-hand side. Kit Brown going through the centre. Looks for Jagdev to pick the ball up, and in the end they get it wrong. Bonner can't get it, but Jagdev's got it now. Edge of the area. Jagdev to Sadie, who's once again over on that left-hand side of the box. He'll want to get it on the right foot. Will he? No, he's going down, pulls it back, and pulls the ball back to Josh Bryant. Josh gets a chance to get it across and wins Hart for the corner. So maybe last chance to get something out of the evening here for Hertford. Corner will be taken on that far side of the field by one of the two substitutes making his Hertford debut tonight, Terence Sadie. Sadie's corner driven into the near post and thumped unceremoniously clear by a Watford defender. But Sadie gets himself in a tangle with a Watford player on the far side. It's going to be a free kick to the visitors from Vicarage Road, ground I know well, of course. Spent 10 years there working for Watford's media team, so know these shirts very well indeed. Good times with Graham Taylor. It's going to be a free kick on that far side of the field. It's going to be taken by Alfie Marriott, the young Watford goalkeeper. He's really only had one really good save to make, and he did it from Sam Fanian at his near post. Otherwise, it's been a relatively comfortable evening. His ball forward onto there to Paul Symes. Sadie goes up and is beaten to it. But on that far side, Gosling goes in, but a little bit too hard for the referee's liking. Referee's assistant in front of me is looking at his watch now. So certainly make it that time is up. So it's how long the referee wants to add on. I've had a little bit of treatment for a couple of players, substitutions. So Perkins is making his way, long run from the back here. It's a free kick. High into the area, over Gardner, bounces though. Harvey Gardner can get it a second attempt. Handball one out, shadowed out by Perkins, but the referee couldn't see it. And Ogbonna picks it up for Hertford on the far side. Ogbonna going backwards for Bryant. Bryant forward, and good work by Terence Sadie on that far side. Sadie stretching those long legs. Sadie still going to the edge of the area. Terence Sadie here tries to pull the ball across the area, can't do it. Josh Bryant will go in, do a good job and find Ogbonna though. Ogbonna trying to go around one man, goes around one, he can't go around the second, but Sadie's got it for Hertford, puts it into the box, but it was a poor ball in the end. And the goalkeeper, Marriott, will collect it very, very comfortably. So, watch is still being looked at all round. Referee saying get on with it. And Alfie Marriott will restart from the goal away to our right-hand side. Just puts it down on the edge of the area, thumps it forward with the right boot. It's gone over the top of Gosling's head, lands with the centre-forward Kuko, but it's now back inside the Watford half with Barrett. Barrett pushes it down the line. Makuendi's in there quickly. Bono can't control it, but Harvey Gardner will pick it up. Find Jagdev on this near side. Good foot skills by Jagdev. Brings in Kit Brown. Kit Brown looking for Paul Symes. Maybe you might think about the shot, but finds Ogbonna who comes to the right. Good crossover. Oh, and in the end Jagdev can collect it, and Watford will get it clear. It's been all about those kind of chances, or lack of them, for Hertford, and that's the full-time whistle here. So football ends at this level for a month. We sincerely hope it will be back from December the 2nd, but a final 90 minutes live commentary for a while anyway has ended here at Hardingford Berry Park. Hertford Town 0, Watford's under-23s 4. Wish Watford luck for the rest of their season, and we sincerely hope that in a month's time we'll be back commentating on this very bright young Hertford Town team. Thanks for your company, and thanks for everything you do, following us on Twitter, social media, and of course following the Monday night show at 7 o'clock on a Monday. That will continue, so we look forward to talking to you then. Monday night, 7 o'clock, exactly where you're listening to this, when Hertford Town's promising left back Josh Bryant will be our guest. I'll speak to you again then, but for this evening, enjoy it the rest of your week, and leave you with the final score: Hertford Town 0, Watford under-23s 4.